Hey everybody, today I want you to meet Sound Guy. I was at NAA Advocate at the Next Gen committee meeting. It was underway. The room was settling down and everyone was focused on the committee chair. PowerPoint was showing the agenda, and meet the sound guy. I was sitting at the back of the room and he was sitting at the side of the room looking at computers, messing with the lighting in the room, controlling things on his phone, advancing the slides for the chair. He just seemed really, really focused. The room was very crowded too. The only available seats were up at the front where the committee was sitting, and back in the back where people like me were sitting, all the visitor chairs were full. The meeting was just going well. And then a group of three came into the back of the room and they looked around for chairs, but back in the visitors section with me, there just weren't any more. I noticed the sound guy. He looked up, then he looked around, and then he looked at those three, and then he looked around again. And then he set his phone down and walked up to the front of the committee table and grabbed two of the empty chairs. And he took them to the first two who walked in. And we're talking a pretty long hotel meeting room. And so then he made a second trip and he brought the third person a chair. And then he sat down at his workstation as the sound guy. And he looked back at his computer, picked his phone back up, tapped on his computer. Nothing missed a beat. Slides kept going. No one was watching. Well, as far as he knew, I was watching. Getting chairs for people, that falls in the not my job category for him. But serving people, servant leadership, that was his thing. He made the people experience better by serving others. So what is servant leadership? Well, it's as simple as someone not leaving someone stranded in the restroom with only 2 squares of toilet paper on the roll, but going ahead and changing it out. It's as complicated as seeing somebody struggling and reaching to help them, to do something bigger for them. I see examples big and small every day, like Tracy and Lisa. They are directors with our company, and I'll see them taking the bag of stinky trash out of the kitchen at the end of the day. It's our maintenance team member who recently changed a resident's flat tire. It's the resident whose wife passed away and he was struggling financially, so the staff paid for a funeral. I could go on and on. One of my company's core values is servant leadership, and I could tell you a million stories of how our team members go that extra mile, doing that little extra. Today, I just want you to see their examples everywhere, and it's refreshing just to notice. So my next question for you is it impactful for you? Is this part of what makes the people experience for you? Thanks, Mr. Sound Guy, for a reminder of servant leadership, a huge part of the people experience.